Welcome to Rather Be Rotting, where two sisters who should really be doing something more productive dissect all things reality, TV, and pop culture chaos because no matter what's going on in life, we would always rather be rotting. Okay, we're here.
Don't make me shake them.
We're in the same place.
We cannot start like that. That was so low energy. Go back.
No way, that's how we're starting.
No. You're like, we're in the same place.
Yeah.
We are. We're literally, we could not be sitting closer to each other right now.
I'm not even going to look at you.
It's my
weird.
dream.
I'm just going to look at others. I'm going to play Candy Crush while we record.
Don't say that. Yeah, I mean, if we like looked in each other's eyes the whole time we were recording, we are so close.
I'm not a fan.
Wow, that's rude. Okay. We're in New Jersey. It's rainy. It's a rainy Memorial Day weekend.
It always is here.
But we're pumped because there's so much to talk about.
Where do you want to begin?
I think we should begin with the Valley. I usually don't want to start there, but to quote Lala Kent, what could she have possibly done to make you pissed off about a synthetic wig?
He's a tough watch, and they replaced him on Watch What Happens Live. Or did he choose not to do it?
I think he probably chose not to do it, and I'm realizing now we probably should have watched that before we took to the mic.
Oh, whatever.
Because sometimes there's good insights on Watch What Happens Live. I try to always watch, but... okay, so... Danny is not just a hard watch. Like, he's hard for my brain and my eyes.
His forehead really bothers me.
Yeah, I think that he has, like, the bone structure, like, the brow bone, that, like, would make, like, a cute little kid with, like, those little tiny eyes and that strong brow.
It's like a caveman.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yes. I think as a little boy, he probably looked cute, but as a man, it's not cute at all. Like, nothing about him is cute. I thought the pageant itself was really funny.
It was funny.
I was shocked because when Nia decided this, I was like, this is dumb. This is a waste of time if this is what we're doing. You know?
Yeah.
But it was really funny. Luke was like a magical little woman, like a woman of the woods.
A sprite.
A sprite. Like a woodland creature, a woodland fairy. I don't want to use fairy in a derogatory way, but like an actual... You mean
like a literal fairy?
A literal fairy, like Tinkerbell. He had like sparkles on his cheeks. You know, like he could be like a little Christmas elf.
Yeah.
So I thought he was really good. And Zach really was giving J-Lo. I thought Zach was clearly like the winner. Well,
it's kind of a cop-out because he's like already somewhat feminine.
Okay. I mean, they all have the same like bone structure. You know, honestly, Luke looks a little bit more feminine than Zach to me.
It's also not fair because Brittany's the only one that brought Zach titties.
That's true too.
Everybody should have got titties.
But Zach had the best wig also.
I liked Luke's red wig. Looked like Ariel.
Who had the worst wig, Danny or Jesse or
Danny?
Tom Schwartz.
Tom Schwartz.
What did Michelle do to him?
She wasn't even trying.
Why did he wear those glasses?
She sabotaged him.
He had glasses and like a little like short little like bowl cut.
I think the plan was to make it like a never been kissed moment, or no, she's all that moment.
Where he takes off the glasses.
Yeah.
And he still looked.
And you realize he was beautiful all along. But he wasn't.
No, he looked crazy. But Danny, I think, looked the worst.
He looked the worst. He is the worst. That's really all there is to it. I mean, it's really hard to watch him scream at her. And then he did apologize the next day to her and Lala, so...
Yeah, when he was sober.
Right. He needs to just not drink, I think.
I think watching this back, it'll be really interesting to see what he changes about himself. But, 4 under 4, I mean, he's self-medicating is what it is.
He pushed her to have 4 kids.
Why?
I don't know. Why have all these kids if you're not going to help?
So, that's pretty much all we had was, like... and also we had Nia trying to confront Danny about this situation.
Whilst he was intoxicated.
Whilst they were both intoxicated. And I thought that was just ridiculous. So that was... I mean, Nia was trying... And it's funny that they're so conscious of the cameras.
Oh, they don't want to look bad. But they do.
They look horrible. And it's funny. It's just so interesting how reality TV works. Like, even when you think you can control the narrative, you just can't.
You cannot.
And then we end on a crazy cliffhanger.
I don't remember.
What happened to Jason's knee?
Oh my god, yeah.
They didn't answer the question.
I'm sorry if he had something serious happen, but he looks like a baby back bitch.
He said, I really hope I'm a baby. The fact that he said, yeah, I really think we need an ambulance. Why on earth couldn't all those other grown men carry him
to get in a
car?
I know. I don't
understand.
And
who's paying for this?
I don't know, dude. That shit was wild. We need to go back and, like, watch the tumble. Fall? Yeah.
Well, they owe it to us to give us that again.
I know. I'm surprised they didn't.
Maybe they will next week when we get the follow-up. I mean, I'll feel really bad if he, like, loses his leg over this.
He clearly did not. I looked at his Instagram.
I know.
He was never even in a cast.
You went all the way back?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. So no knee surgery?
It doesn't appear.
Why on... If something from my thigh down gets hurt, I will never get in an ambulance. You cannot pay me. Or, like, my shoulder down, like...
Well, it's possible you could be losing a lot of blood.
Well, if that's the case,
need a quick transport.
But if it's a bone or tendon issue, you will not catch me getting in an ambulance. You'll catch me trying to tough it out. Not just because of the cost, but because I don't want to look like a baby back bitch. That's so embarrassing for him. If those men, like, picked him up on that sheet to put him on that gurney.
I mean, let's just, like, wait and see what happens.
You're trying to save me from myself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just in case.
I appreciate.
Just in case.
Okay. I mean, I have a strong feeling.
We do, but you never know.
Shall we move over to Atlanta?
I'm just really loving this season. I think the new additions were really good.
We start with Portia accusing Kelly of wanting to scissor her.
Yep.
She said that she was a troll trying to climb up a tree that night.
Really interesting visual.
And then Portia also accused Kelly of wanting to sleep with a married man. They just, like...
They've been saying that, and I don't understand. It feels kind of out of thin air, but, you know, what do I know?
Yeah, the way that these ladies hurl accusations, I mean, it really is, like... And I hate to quote K. Michelle, but it really is like they're plotting and planning because they have these insults locked and loaded. Like, when Angela accused Pinky of having a woman in the basement, like, that's so specific. When Angela accused Pinky of canceling Christmas for her employees, it's like Angela had these little nuggets.
Or they're well-known facts in the Atlanta circles.
Yeah, maybe they are, but even if they are, you have to, like, remember them.
That's their job.
To have them ready at a moment's notice.
They're literally doing their job well.
Was Pinky doing her job well when she drank too much before dinner and had to go?
Absolutely, because that visual of her coming out of the stall with her pants rolled up, towel around her neck, slippers on her feet.
Booties. She had, like, the booties that you get at an open house when they don't want you to walk.
It was awesome. I felt bad for her, but also loved the visual.
So what are your thoughts about K. Michelle? Because she's doing a lot, and I'm not sure it's working.
I wouldn't say that it's not working. We'll see where this goes. Follow this thread.
She's accusing everyone of plotting and planning against her.
Well, really, it's targeted at Drew, I believe, but she's not saying that.
Yeah, Drew, she thinks that Drew is trying to make it seem like K. Michelle had something going with Drew's man.
I think okay, I'm not going to rehash what they're fighting about because it's stupid. I think that K. Michelle is being a little too sensitive.
I will say they showed the DMs that Black, which is Drew's man, sent to K. Michelle, and she responded, "Thank you, handsome." They showed it.
But neither of those things are, like, that serious.
Nobody cared. I'm just saying she did engage.
Sure.
So, like, why is she trying to act like she didn't engage? And even if she did engage, Drew doesn't care.
Yeah, I keep coming back to the why does any of it matter?
They showed Drew on the phone with Black, and he said, like, I just DM'd her about blah, blah, blah. And Drew's like, I didn't even know that. So how am I trying to make something up when I didn't even know that there was anything?
Again, K. Michelle's just being a little sensitive.
K. Michelle also put herself on blast because I didn't know anything about these accusations from a past lover.
We didn't know the rumors about her smelly vagine.
And
probably isn't. It probably isn't. I've never smelled it, but you know.
Don't think it smells like a sardine or a Glade candle?
Those are very different smells also. So, like, which is it?
I had way more questions after, Because not only did she not have to bring up the accusations about a smelly vag, because I would not have found them myself, and I think most viewers wouldn't have, she didn't have to get into the specifics of the sardine and the Glade candle of it all, because, yeah, I mean, now I'm trying to put two and two together. Like, now I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, like, what is a mix of a sardine and a Glade candle? Like, I can't picture it.
I feel like that's really between her and her gynecologist.
I think so, too. It was just wild to go there. She didn't want to go there, but...
Alas, she did.
She went deep. Like, I'm not just going to tell you about this accusation. I'm going to tell you exactly, precisely.
I'm going to describe.
I don't know the last time I smelled a Glade candle. Probably, like, in a bathroom at a restaurant.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I guess we could envision it smells like that. Like, imagine a can of sardines. So I have heard from a friend that eating sardines is, like, the best thing for your skin ever. It's like skincare and a snack.
Who said that?
I have a friend who eats it on toast.
Ew.
I kid you not.
Does she smell like sardines?
No. I'm just saying, like, maybe there's something to the sardine of it all.
Sure. I mean, enjoy it, but no.
So
no thanks.
Something as wild as K. Michelle ratting out herself about her Glade candle badge is Shamea's ass.
I was really taken aback when I saw it.
Is that a new ass? Like,
I think it is.
This year, because the ladies seemed just as surprised.
They did. I think it must be.
And I love how, like, we wanted her to stand up to show it again, and she did. Like, she stood up. Like, she's just, like, arguing in a bikini. The confidence you have to engage in an argument in a string bikini.
I could never.
But
I have, like, 1/12 of that butt, so.
If you have 1/12, I have 1/24.
Yeah. And,
But even that, just, like, all the bits and bobs.
I don't need my recently stretch marked flabby belly on display.
I don't need my cellulite out there during an argument. Like, I could never. The last thing I have to say is I'm Team Mike. Sorry to sway Portia's
he's really attractive.
lady lover, but Mike seems like the most attractive man Portia's ever dated.
I think her ex-husband Cordell was not unattractive from what I recall.
Is that her first ex-husband?
Yeah.
Was she ever married to Dennis?
No.
So she only has 2 ex-husbands.
Correct.
So was she married to Cordell at the beginning of the franchise?
Yes.
When it started, she was a Real Housewife.
Yes.
Well, I'm Team Mike. He flew all the way to Texas to be there with her for that gala.
Couldn't be Charles.
Oh, I miss Charles this episode.
What did you think of Drew showing up to this rained out gala as it was ending?
This is where Bravo let me down, because they know that we need a timestamp.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Like, we should have been getting timestamps of her getting ready. Like, show a scene from the party. Now give us a timestamp of Drew. Show us a scene from the party. Give us a time. How late was she? How long had they been at this party?
You know what's so crazy is when she showed up, I was like, oh, Drew. Like, I
didn't miss her.
I had forgotten entirely about her existence.
And I think that's telling.
Yeah, like a few weeks ago, there was an episode she wasn't on at all, and I didn't even notice.
I did, but I didn't notice in a way that I missed her. She wasn't missed.
Nope.
So I think that, we could do without her. R.I.P. Drew.
R.I.P. Drew.
Good luck to you when you're fighting for your custody of your kids.
And being kicked out of your basement.
She was kicked out of her own basement?
I think wasn't she kicked out of the house?
Oh, maybe, yeah. That's crazy. That's a cute crib.
It's an ad.
Don't you think it's cute, though?
I guess, but mine was faux free.
Shall we move over to the smallest state?
You.
Rhode Island.
The silliest fight. Speaking of silly fights.
Oh my god. That was so performative.
I have a lot of thoughts about Rosie now that I...
Watched the dumbest performance of all time.
Well, it's like, the outfit was crazy, and her house looks crazy. Like, she has leopard print carpet running up and down her stairs.
That is crazy.
Never seen a tackier person in my life.
And I really liked her a couple episodes ago. I thought she was like like me, She's like, I don't know, I don't want kids, blah, blah, blah.
And like Kelsey pulling up with that siren was so clearly a joke. Whether or not it was like a funny joke, it was still very obviously a joke. So for Rosie to take it so personally and seriously is like, so you don't want to get over this. You just want to fight with her.
Yeah, I think that they had prepared to fight. I think that they had practiced and rehearsed. I think the producer stepping in and pulling them away from each other was like a Hail Mary to make this look like it's a real fight.
Wow.
I thought the acting was terrible, and I lost some respect for the franchise as a whole.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A franchise that had been going so strong, I don't think we needed that.
What did you think of Joellen in her conversation with her mom and her sister?
Look,
tough,
man.
Tough.
I think being a parent is really hard. I think that I've said a zillion trillion times that I think it's way harder as your kids get older because they're more impressionable, and every choice you make, everything you do, things that you don't even think are affecting your kids are affecting them.
Sure, but like her mom had to know that sending her away to like a rehab camp was gonna affect her. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, she thought she was doing the best she could do. It was interesting that her mom said she had too much on her plate. Like, I have too much on my plate, so I'm gonna send you away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking the mom's side. Don't get me wrong. Like, but she says she wasn't shown love from her mom either.
I'm just glad Joellen is breaking the cycle, because it's like, then you shouldn't have had kids.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because look at what you did to them. They clearly didn't deserve the treatment they got. Like, for what? For her hanging out with boys? If that's the case, lock me up.
You've been chasing boys since first grade.
Preschool.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad got a call and said Lil's trying to kiss the boys again at preschool.
And what would you do if a little girl was chasing your son around at preschool?
You know, I would want the parents to do something about it. I would.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
They should have locked you up.
They should have locked me up. I was a menace to society.
You
I was a menace to all boys.
In today's climate, your behavior, you would be freaking canceled for your behavior.
I feel bad about it. I want to apologize to all the little boys that were in the 3 to 4 year old group at kindercare.
You better hope that none of them go public.
I know.
Because you're a public figure on LinkedIn.
I know.
And they could come forward and be like, that little girl assaulted me.
As a tot.
She chased me. She chased me down.
Tot on tot crime.
Woof.
Anyway.
So I hope that they both seem like they're committed to trying to work things out.
Yeah, she said she wanted to be a better mom.
Which is never too late.
I was going to say, it seems a little late.
Oh! I was going to say, it's never too late. Mom, if you're listening, it's never too late.
Her formative years have passed, but, you know.
I'm just kidding, Mama. You're the best.
Yeah, really.
It's a joke. So, Kelsey moves into her own apartment, but still paid for by her ex.
It must be nice.
I'm just jealous, honestly. Like, she said she's entitled to support from someone she spent 10 years with.
I do see an argument there.
I do, too, but at the same time, like, you chose this life, and you knew that if it ended, like, you didn't build anything. She had 10 years.
Yeah, but, like...
She could have gotten a job. She could have started... You have to look out for yourself.
More power to her that she clearly didn't need to.
I know, and I'm happy for her, but, like, everyone should have a backup plan or an exit plan.
She did. Her exit plan was to leave and still have everything paid for, and it seems like it's working out.
I'm just really jealous.
Yeah.
It's honestly the truth of the matter.
Yep.
So then we go to Miss Zero Personality, Rula. We see a photo of her in the hospital, which is why she missed the trip.
Yeah.
I want to check the metadata on that photo.
Yeah.
When was that photo taken? That could be literally have been any time, anywhere. And then there's a useless dinner with Rula and her cheating ass husband and
Alicia and Bill.
And what do we get from that dinner? Pretty much nothing.
Nothing. Her husband was just acting a fool.
Yeah, her husband was acting like
Danny.
No, he wasn't. He was just talking about his Botox and all his facial treatments and
how he microdoses Ozempic.
Yeah, I mean, who amongst?
Who amongst?
That was, like, the most I've seen of Brian letting his guard down and just, like, being a person.
He was quite animated, and Rula clearly hated it. Hated every second of it.
I mean, I don't think she cares for that man at all.
I mean, would you? He's cheating on her left, right, and center.
I don't know what she was thinking signing up for this show.
There's so many people who join Housewives with shitty-ass marriages off the rip, and you're like, so you came here to get divorced.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do you think Bronwyn came on the show to be divorced?
No, I think she was really trying to make it work with Todd. Didn't we have a bit from Ashley I as well?
You know, I think she was just, once again, saying that they could make more on like one influencer deal than he makes in the whole year of his coffee shop.
That is correct.
But
also,
he's like clinging to this coffee shop like it's like the door of the Titanic.
I don't know why it means so much to him, but he's got to figure that shit out.
Yeah, I think he's like searching for fulfillment. I think it's something that men go through when they hit that age. They're like reassessing their life or something.
Or something.
I've seen it many times.
Who can say?
So I hope he finds what he's looking for.
And helps his friggin' wife out.
I would also like to give a shout out to Titanique.
Yes, we saw Titanique.
On Broadway.
I loved it.
Did you know that show started like in a basement?
I did not.
With like rats.
What?
That's like where it originated.
Ew.
I know. And now it's on Broadway.
It was so good. Highly recommend.
Shout outs. Frankie Grande.
Jim Parsons.
2 understudies.
That were phenomenal.
2 understudies that we thought were the main attraction.
Couldn't have told us any different.
Yeah, they fooled us for sure. So, yeah, if anyone ever goes to New York, put it on your list.
We loved it.
No, should we head over with a sad transition to the 90 Day Fiance universe?
Why is it sad?
Because Jenny has ALS.
Yeah,
I'm actually devastated about this.
No, I know. It's there's no way around it. It's really sad. She is going to die.
I mean,
we all are, but she's going to die sooner.
I mean, sometimes people with ALS live a long time.
What is a long time?
Years.
And like at what cost?
I know. It's
so brutal.
And she's had it for like a year. They said that's when symptoms started showing. So I'm devastated for her, for us, for Sumit. Will
her mother-in-law be nice to her now?
I was just wondering, like, how did her mother-in-law, who hates her, take the news?
Yeah. Is she going to live her remaining years in India, or will she come back to the U.S.?
For, like, treatment. I don't know. They're in the process right now, they said, of, like, reaching out, trying to get information and, like, the newest, latest and greatest
and so
treatment.
They're going to be on last resort, so clearly they stay together.
Yeah. I wonder, does the ALS play a role in last resort?
Will we notice slurred speech or anything like that from her? I wonder.
Me too, because I guess like fans thought she was having a stroke at one point. Like the fact that it's already affecting her speech.
Not a good sign, and that she couldn't swallow. Isn't that like what when you...
Totally, that feels end? Like the last, but obviously it's not.
I don't know.
I just like don't want our last memories of her to be last resort.
So will you not watch it then?
No, of course I will. Oh. I just feel like she deserves, I mean, I've never personally been in a position where one of my reality stars gets sick like this.
No, I can't think of anything.
Like I know Gertie had cancer, but we were never like worried about her life.
I mean, maybe we should have been.
Why? She's okay.
Well, yeah, she is now, but, perhaps we should have been a little more worried just because it's the right thing to do. I don't know.
No, I think that sometimes when you get a diagnosis, it's like, this is treatable and, it's stage 1.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, but ALS there's no such thing as stage 1.
There's no such thing as you'll be okay.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to be okay.
So, I'm like still trying to process this information and, we'll discuss this more when we get to last resort.
It's really sad. But the season of 90 Day is really doing great things for the greater community.
I think it's okay so far. This episode was not as good as the first one.
All I gotta say is, like, this man, Shay.
Bomb.com.
What kind of witchcraft makes this delightful woman, Annabelle, want to scrub him down and then have sex with him?
Shame on TLC for showing that. We do not need to see this woman washing that large man's balls and ass.
I don't need to see him in the bathtub.
And describing it in vivid detail.
I didn't need any of it.
Like, I'm disgusted. And TLC, this is like the same, same channel that has like the pimple popper and whatnot. Yep. Mm-hmm. So what can I expect, right?
1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yeah. I think one of those sisters died.
No.
So, other than Shay being disgusting, what else did we have? We met a new couple. Mito
and Debbie. Another Debbie.
And he's an Egyptian actor.
I gotta say.
Allegedly.
No, I think it's legit.
Then why have we never seen his work? Why has she never seen his work?
Why hasn't she, like, looked it up? I mean, she could easily just Google it.
She's never seen a frame.
That seems like it's on her, honestly.
And he's a 41-year-old virgin.
Sure.
They met when he was a tour guide. And her daughter was with her. Her daughter seems to be encouraging this situation.
Ish.
This Debbie... How old do we think Debbie is?
She's in her 50s, I believe.
And he's 41. So there's at least 10 to 15 year age difference.
Which isn't, like, the most egregious thing I've ever seen. I also need to say, she has beautiful hair.
No, she does. And no wig.
No, it's gorgeous hair.
I think that's what kind of hair you'll have when you're in your 60s.
Oh my God, thank you. She's in her 50s.
In your 50s. It'll be gray, but it'll be still beautiful and soft.
I will dye it.
I know. So, do we think that they're the real deal?
No.
Because he seems... I mean, in previews, he's already asking to live in New York or Beverly Hills.
Sending her headshots to print.
And he is not attractive.
I don't think he's unattractive. He's, like, conventionally good looking.
Sorry, I do. I do think he's unattractive.
Oh. I also felt like if she just had her little, like, chin gobble removed, she'd be unstoppable. And maybe, like, veneers.
You can take a shot for that, right? Kybella?
I think. I just think she would look like 10 years younger and look so stunning.
Yeah, because she has those big eyes.
She's got a lot going for her.
She does. And I think that she could date someone who isn't using her to become a movie star in a plan that's never going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, there were visuals of him on red carpets, but that does not an actor make.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, but, like, he does have hundreds and thousands of followers on Instagram.
You can buy those, girl.
I'm aware of that.
So, I mean, that's most likely what he did.
I guess it remains to be seen because he said he was going to show her his work when he got here so he could translate it.
Okay.
So.
We'll put a pin in that one.
Yep.
Elsewhere we have Katie drinking up a storm. Katie is a mess. Hot mess express, as we would have said.
I don't know why she can't just not drink. Like, that's the solution to everything.
They had a great shot of her trying to put the straw in her mouth, and she simply could not find her mouth.
Because she was wasted.
But I don't think she tried to kiss anyone else yet.
Well, that's because her man was present, so.
But we know in the scenes that she does eventually try to kiss someone else. But, like, how does he feel coming to this bar where she's kissed literally everyone,
probably
boys
like
and girls?
Probably like an idiot, like a friggin' idiot.
He did say that he felt like everyone knew something that he didn't know, or there was, like, a secret. So I feel bad for him, but he's a grown-ass man, and he can decide to leave at any time. And I think he will. I know, it seems like the stuff about her is endearing to him at this time, but it won't be for long, I don't think. Oh, I don't think it's endearing anymore.
She's a mess. She needs to stop drinking. I'd love to see more from her family. Like, does she have one?
Yeah, me too.
I'd love to get insight from them.
And then I think last but not least, we have our prophet.
We did have some with Melissa also, a little bit. We met her boys.
Who dat?
The Kleinfeld consultant.
Oh, yes.
We met her athletic child and then her artsy one. And did you notice the editor showed him missing basketball shots like 5 times?
That is dirty.
I know, I felt bad.
Don't do that to a little kid.
I thought that we weren't going to see their kids, and I felt good about that, but that was wrong.
Why?
I just don't like it when they bring the kids into it on camera. I feel bad.
I mean, we've seen way worse. Let's not forget May.
I was just going to say May.
Who was May's mother? Nicole. Oh, that Nicole and Asin are what got us into this 90 Day Fiance mess.
Oh.
Remember they, like, edited all of their segments from, like, all the seasons?
Yeah, and then they had a special, and then...
It was like a marathon of just them.
It's what got Dad interested.
It is. It was good, I have to say. And it's just crazy that, like, nothing happens in one episode. And, I mean, I know we say this all the time, but, yeah, I mean, it's just so different. Like, Real Housewives, they... Like, in Atlanta, they showed a little montage of the party, and they showed them all dancing.
Why didn't we see that?
More of that. I would have loved to have seen Shamea shake that giant ass.
Yeah, Hundo P.
So, it's just funny how these reality shows are so different. But
basically, Melissa was just talking to the boys about what it was going to be like when Edward comes to the country, and one of them asked her if he was going to get an allowance, and she said maybe, which I thought was hilarious.
That was kind of a throwaway to me. I don't need to see the interactions with the kids. Unless it's Faith.
Yeah, I mean...
Of Lisa and Faith.
Faith, to me, she's like kind of an enabler at this point, but whatever.
Faith?
Yeah.
That's true.
So then we did have our prophet who went to an immigration lawyer.
The immigration lawyer was smiling as he told her.
He probably thought it was funny.
There's no hope for you. It was evil.
Because she was like, I'm going to need you to start the appeal process. And he said, there is no appeal process.
With a shit-eating grin on his face.
Which was great. I loved it.
She's going to have to go there and marry him. That's literally all there is to it. Quite literally.
She refuses to take that. I don't know what God's going to do to help her now.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how God fixes this.
Right, because he always fixes it for her. So.
Yeah. And I always wondered, like, how does he have time for things like that? Turns out maybe he doesn't.
I know, maybe. He's got bigger fish to fry, unfortunately for her.
Yeah, hopefully he's too busy curing cancer.
Or something.
Or
ALS.
maybe, ALS for Jenny. Maybe she misread his message to her, and he didn't want her to be with this man. So now he's like intervening further.
Time and truth will tell all.
Anyway,
we're gonna go see The Devil Wears Prada 2 finally tonight.
I'm excited. I heard it's not bad.
I know. I love a movie in the theater.
I know. It's been so long. Otherwise, tomorrow, hopefully, we rot all day.
I know. Well, the rotting is all day, every day for me. Staring at a child playing. But you've really been enjoying your staring at him.
I could do it for hours and hours and hours and hours.
I wish you would move in and be a live-in nanny.
We'll put a pin in that one. You never can tell the future. And, like, I'm going to be, like, a 40-year-old nanny to my sister's kid in 5 years. Like,
he's literally crying right now.
I know. He needs me. I'm the rescuer. I'm the nap whisperer.
I know. His dad's up there trying to fix it. And
no doubt making it worse.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, well, he was silent when you did it.
I know. My angel.
Anyway, has anything else happened in, like, the pop culture world this week?
We got some Britney Spears dash cam video.
Oh.
But I didn't watch it because I felt too bad.
Oh. That's nice of you, I guess. Solidarity.
I think I'm going to watch it now that I just remembered. So, everyone stop listening and go watch that. Or don't.
Separately, the Survivor finale happened.
Yes.
Big flub from the production, I assume. It was their fault. But they revealed somebody that got voted out before they showed the footage of it, which was fun to watch,
Only Jeff Probst could make that, like, so adorable.
I love him.
You joked about how Julie Chen.
She would have malfunctioned.
Yeah. System overload.
She would start, like, commercial.
One eye would start, like,
twitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would never be able to handle it. But I thought it was a good finale episode.
Are you happy with who won?
I mean, all things considered, yes. But, like, I thought the final 5 was lackluster in the first place. So.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What are you going to
do? That's partly why I don't watch that show anymore. I think that I hated giving my time to a season only for the finals to be disappointing. And I just think that they're trying to do too much. Because you could say the same thing about Big Brother.
I was going to say, you still watch Big Brother.
But they aren't getting too carried away. They do introduce some twists, but, like, they're just, like, stupid, silly things. It's not, like, 17 idols, like, that you have to scratch your head to remember. Everyone has 7 idols, and when are they going to use them? And
I guess that's true.
Like, to quote, and plus Big Brother, that you're watching that. With Survivor, as they talked about in this finale, it's not really a game of Survivor anymore. They're not trying to survive. It's turned into Big Brother on a beach. Yeah. And I miss, like, we're starving, that's raining and we're huddled in a tent. Like,
they're still starving.
Are they? Because why don't they ever talk about it anymore? Why aren't they stealing rice from each other? Like, why, Colby's yelling at Rizzo for not helping build camp. Like, that is, and he says that that's not the game anymore. Well, somebody has to do it.
Yeah, I want more of that.
He is such an entitled Gen Zer.
Yeah, I would have been upset if he had won. Very upset.
And I don't watch, but there was a moment when he was crying, and I was shocked to find out that those were real tears.
Yeah. Have you heard of a show Off Campus?
Oh, have I heard of it?
Do I need to watch that?
Did you watch Heated Rivalry?
I did not.
So this is another hockey romance show. This time, straight love.
So if I watch this one and not Heated Rivalry, I will be homophobic.
Correct.
Okay, so I just won't watch it then.
Yeah, I think, so I heard some things about it from actually my hairstylist yesterday. She told me I had to watch it. I'm having the same problem with this show that I am with Heated Rivalry, in that I'm not attracted to the main cast. And when I watch a romance show or movie, I like to be attracted to the man.
It's helpful for sure.
Sue me.
Yeah.
That's one of my prerequisites. So she assured me, my hairstylist, that by episode 2, I would be attracted to him. The men of Heated Rivalry, I don't know. I mean, I see them everywhere. They're modeling. Who knew there were that many magazines for them to do photo shoots for?
I don't find either of them attractive either.
Me neither. Not a one. No, I don't get it.
Nope.
But, I'm sure they're great actors, and I did hear it was a great love story, and maybe someday.
Yeah.
Never say never, to quote Justin Bieber.
I did finish The Burbs, so...
Oh, yeah. How was it?
They left it on a cliffhanger, but I don't know that I need a second season.
And do you need a second season of The Miniature Wife?
No.
I tried to watch The Miniature Wife.
What do you mean try?
I thought it was horrible.
What?
I'm so sorry. I hate to shit on something you liked, but I thought it was ridiculous. Literally, it was too much. And even suspending disbelief enough to believe that he could shrink his wife, I couldn't.
That's really disappointing. I'm shocked.
Why would she enjoy a train ride on a miniature train and be happy about it?
It's probably fun. What else is she doing?
Being mad?
You have to fill your day somehow.
I don't know. I could never.
She can't make herself big.
It's not for me, dude.
Well, at least you tried.
I did. I like to take your recommendations when I can.
Anyway, that's all that I've got.
Let's get back to our rotting.
And our baby snuggles.
Our baby rotting.
Thanks, everyone, for rotting with us.
Thanks. We'll talk to you next week.
Goodbye.